Martinez, this time it's going to hold up for him, is it? Looking for Modrić, this just about. Really good chance, being safe. It's
200 caps. Say it out loud. 200 international appearances. Not for a footballing superpower with hundreds of millions of fans and decades of World Cup tradition. For Croatia, a nation of fewer than 4 million people that only became a FIFA member in 1994. And the man wearing that red and white checkered shirt for the 200th time tonight, 40 years old, fresh off cheekbone surgery, standing tall in Toronto, Canada, on football's grandest stage. This was not supposed to be a comfortable evening. Croatia had opened their 2026 World Cup campaign with a heavy 4-2 defeat to England in Dallas, leaving them in a position where anything less than 3 points against Panama would put serious pressure on their knockout round ambitions. The weight of the occasion was real, but then it has always been real for Croatia, and Luka Modrić has always thrived under exactly that kind of pressure. Panama arrived at Toronto Stadium with genuine belief. The Canaleros may have been ranked 34th in the world, but they played with the energy and ambition of a side that refuses to accept its own limitations. The first half belonged to them. In the 23rd minute, Jose Luis Rodriguez connected with a cross and sent a powerful header crashing toward goal, only for Dominik Livaković to produce a stunning reaction save, tipping the ball onto the crossbar. Panama were not here to make up the numbers. They were pushing, pressing, creating, and threatening. Croatia, meanwhile, were working through the discomfort. And working through discomfort is exactly what this Croatian team does best. What Luka Modrić does best. Throughout the first half, he was not the most visible player on the pitch. He rarely is. But he was absolutely the most important. 78 passes attempted on the night, 69 completed. That is what quiet control looks like in actual numbers. In his own half alone, he completed 25 of 26 passes. In the opposition half, 44 of 52. He sent 6 long balls forward and connected with teammates on 3 of them. He won 4 duels, executed 2 tackles, made 2 clearances, and recovered 4 loose balls. A big chance created. A key pass delivered. 1 shot that drifted off target but still demanded the goalkeeper's attention. This is the full picture of a midfielder who at 40 years old is still doing everything. Still everywhere, still refusing to be a passenger. The second half brought the moment Croatia needed. Substitute Ante Budimir had barely had time to break a sweat when, in the 54th minute, Josip Stanišić whipped in a low cross from the right side of the box. Budimir arrived at the back post with perfect timing and slid it home. 1-0. The Croatian bench was up in an instant. The fans in the stands, and there were plenty of them, draped in red and white, erupted. Modric, ever composed, allowed himself a moment of satisfaction before immediately turning his attention back to the job at hand. Croatia very nearly put the match beyond doubt just 3 minutes later. Marco Pašalić found himself clean through on goal, one-on-one with Panama goalkeeper Orlando Mosquera, but Mosquera made a brave, decisive stop, charging off his line to block the shot. The rebound fell straight back to Pašalić, who then lifted it over the bar from close range. A let-off for Panama, and a reminder that matches are never as settled as they seem. Panama knew it too. Amir Murillo tested Livaković twice in rapid succession, as the Canaleros continued to search for a way back into the game. Each time the Croatian goalkeeper was equal to the challenge, including a brilliant flick over the bar to deny a dangerous header in the dying minutes. Modric departed the pitch in the 81st minute. The reception he received was the kind that transcends the result, transcends the occasion, transcends even the game itself. Croatia's coach Zlatko Dalic, who has built his entire coaching philosophy around this man's abilities, did not hide his emotion afterward. "I didn't expect it to be this difficult," he admitted. But I'm glad we were able to win Luka's 200th game. He played excellently today. At 40 years of age, we're so happy to have him. Now step back and look at the history being written here. Luka Modrić just became only the 4th male footballer ever to earn 200 international caps. 4 in the history of the entire sport. The others are Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and Kuwait's Bader Al-Mutawa. That is the list. That is the company. A player from a country that had its independence confirmed within Modric's own lifetime. He was born in 1985. Croatia declared independence in 1991, and the war that followed displaced his own family, has now reached a number that only 3 other human beings have ever achieved in the men's game. That is not just a football story. That is something far larger. His international journey began in 2006 in Germany at his first World Cup. Croatia exited in the group stage, and the young Modric went home disappointed. He missed 2010 entirely. Croatia failed to qualify. More group stage pain followed in 2014 in Brazil. And then 2018. The whole world watched as Croatia did something that should not have been possible. They beat Denmark in the round of 16, beat Russia in the quarterfinals, beat England in extra time in the semifinals. That night in Moscow that still hurts certain supporters on a particular island in the North Atlantic, before falling to France in the final. Throughout that run, Modric was the conductor of everything beautiful Croatia produced. When the tournament ended, he was handed the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. He then went on to win the Ballon d'Or, the first person in 11 years to claim that award who was not Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. 11 years. The drought ended because of a midfielder from Zadar who weighs nothing and reads everything. Qatar 2022 brought more proof that this was no one-tournament wonder. Croatia finished 3rd. They beat Brazil on penalties in the quarterfinals. Brazil, who had entered that tournament as many people's favorites. They beat Morocco in the 3rd place match, and through all of it, at 37 years old, Modric was still the engine, still the heartbeat, still the reason why opponents spent their entire tactical preparation focused on neutralizing one specific player. Now here he is again. His teammates understood what this night meant, and they showed it. After the final whistle at Toronto Stadium, the Croatia squad changed into black t-shirts bearing Modric's face and the number 200, with the 2 zeros joined together to form the symbol for infinity. Then they walked a full lap of the pitch as a group, all of them together in those shirts. No one stood apart. No one made it about themselves. The entire squad gave the moment to their captain, and their captain, of course, deflected the attention back toward the collective. That is who he is. That is who he has always been. Marin Pongracic put it simply for the cameras. Everyone knows what he means to us. He's our captain, he's our leader, and he's the biggest legend of Croatian football. There is nothing left to add to that sentence. Panama were eliminated with the defeat, still searching for their first point at a FIFA World Cup. Coach Thomas Christiansen was honest in his assessment, acknowledging that his side created chances and pushed hard, but ultimately could not convert when it mattered. That is the cruel arithmetic of football. Croatia did not play their best. Croatia did not need to play their best. They found a way, as they always find a way, when the stakes are highest. Panama now travel to face England in New Jersey. Croatia face Ghana in Philadelphia. Both fixtures take place Saturday, and Croatia will enter that match with momentum, belief, and something even more valuable than either of those things. They will enter it with Luka Modrić still fit, still sharp, and fully aware that the only thing missing from his extraordinary career is a World Cup winner's medal, because that is the final piece. The Ballon d'Or is there. The Champions League titles, 5 of them with Real Madrid, are there. The World Cup Golden Ball, the Nations League campaign, the records, the caps, the years, the surgery and the recovery, and the flight to Canada, and the 200th appearance. All of that is already written, but the trophy that matters most has never been in his hands, and this Croatian squad, with the whole world watching, is quietly building toward one more attempt to change that. 200 caps, an infinity symbol, and a 40-year-old man with unfinished business.